A little secret of mine, I'm trying to learn every African dance move there is, at least one, so I can join in. If you guys want to join me into that journey, you're free to do so, because it's amazing what our bodies can do with music and movement. And if your head wasn't bopping to that, you need to check your eardrums, because that's not right. All right, we'll continue with our presentations. We're going to have Qacc, who's one of our youth mentors based in the North Side, who's going to give a brief presentation on what we've been doing in the schools in the North Side. Give it up for Qacc.
My goodness. Hello. My name is Qacc, and I'm one of the youth mentors based in North Brisbane. I run programs in the school and inside the Westmoreland and BY Detention Center. I'll talk about my personal journey, I guess, in the school-based early intervention program in one of the schools. When we first started at the school, we asked the students what issues and concerns they were facing. They said they didn't feel connection to their culture or community, and that they were looking for support on their career choices for after graduation. When we spoke to the staff, we were told that the junior students were not going to class, and if they did come to class, they were very disruptive, and the seniors were not engaged, and they were going into school and participating in illegal activities. In the beginning, we observed that the students did not know much about their culture, how to speak their language, or how much about traditions and customs. This impacts their identity and the way that they see themselves. We run programs at this school every Thursday afternoon, and when we started, we told the students that our aim was for them to feel valued, supported, and empowered so they can do anything they put their minds to with the confidence that they will be successful. Our aim is to help them to understand more about their culture and to feel connected to it. So far, the students have expressed how happy they are to have us at their school and have given us ideas about what activities they would like to do in the future. They want to learn how to cook. They want to cook traditional foods. They want to do cultural dancing, drumming, and learn about their country's history. We have done a goal-setting activity where they map out and plan how they will achieve their goals. And in this goal-setting template, there's a section where they had to write about their strengths. A group of girls became stuck and couldn't identify their strengths, so I told them to ask each other, who were so quick to compliment their friends and tell them, you're so confident, you're a great dancer, and they didn't know that those things were strengths. So they became confident in themselves and said that they would be hold themselves proudly. So the goal for the next few months is to help the students recognize their potential and to become more confident in their identity as African Australians. Our goal is to get them more engaged in schools and into the things that they are passionate about, such as sports and music, to have courage to ask their parents and families about the culture back home and equip them with the skills to maintain a positive lifestyle even after they graduate high school. Thank you.
Thanks, Qacc. As we continue with a few more presentations from the youth mentors, we're going to ask everybody, if you haven't had anything to eat, if you have not tasted anything African today, make your way to the table, please. Have something to eat. If you don't like seasoned food, I'm sure there's an option that will suit your palate, but please feel free to walk up and get something that you want to eat. Next up, we're going to invite I may need to say this, the food's gonna go, so if you want to do that now, that would be great. We're going to invite Gabriel. Where is Gabriel? To share a few words about the youth centers, and if we could have Neni be ready as well.
Thank you, Bele. Good afternoon. My name is Gabriel. I'm also known in the community as Thor. Beside my role under the Qacc, I'm also a youth leader in Twitch's community section of South Sudanese. And today I will share 5 of the points why it's important to have a center like this. So, point 1, think of this center as a shelter. A place that we can call our own, a place where we feel like we belong. This place will allow Queensland African communities to create a sense of identity in relation to mainstream communities and other culture groups. Number 2, this center will give an opportunity to practice and embrace our cultures and languages. It will be a place where community elders can come to share stories, so the youth can see their social identity and be connected to it, so they're not ashamed and feel proud of where they come from. Number 3, this center will allow youth to collaborate, and also will allow the development which will enhance social connection among youth, and also as well as peer-to-peer learning. Number 3, this will educate and create awareness around issues like alcohol and other drugs, mental illness, explore intergenerational trauma, and have constructive conversation on healing processes. This place will also promote development. It will allow youth to socialize and share ideas. There will be a space where youth can express themselves and be listened to. This place will encourage talent and support young people in pursuit of their dreams and goals. Point number 5, this place will also foster empowerment through leadership development. It will also develop soft skill, mentoring, goal setting, and public speaking in our young people. It will be a healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle will be encouraged through cooking and consumption of nutritious food, and having a constructive dialogue and habits to promote positive mental and physical well-being. In summary, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say, youth are the heart of the community. They must be nurtured, they must be developed and invested in, and this center is doing exactly that. We must believe in our young people that their dreams and hopes are valid, that we must equip them with tools and resources to navigate through life, to problem solve, to realize that they're capable of making change and being the leaders of tomorrow. I would like to finish with this note. There are so many positive developments that are happening under leadership of Qacc, led by Banjbol Atedit Bol, AOM. And I would like you, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to urge you to please join us in building a better future together through ongoing fundings, advocacy, volunteering, and participation. I thank you all for being part of this remarkable event. Thank you all.
Thank you. We'd like to please help us welcome Councillor Stephen Huang, McGregor Ward, Brisbane City Council, to say a few words. Thank you for your patience, and we know that you must go. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to be here today. Well, that's a loud acknowledgement. Thank you. It is my honor to be here with you today to celebrate the opening of this wonderful center. And I'm also here today representing the Lord Mayor, Councillor Adrian Schreiner. And if I can start by reading a message from the Lord Mayor. Congratulations on the grand opening of the African Youth and Community Center. This space will play an important role in guiding our next generation of leaders and building a stronger, connected, and more inclusive local community. Brisbane is already renowned for being a warm, welcoming, and inclusive city. This is made possible by our multicultural groups and organizations that play such an important role in supporting residents of all backgrounds, cultures, and nationalities. And thank you to Queensland African Community Council for creating this vibrant and welcoming space. Adrian Schreiner, Lord Mayor of Brisbane. I would also like to do some personal reflection. I must say I was very touched when I was listening to the words of our good friend Benny. And as a migrant myself, there are a lot of things I can identify with what happened in your communities now. I was listening to Agnes, one of the mentors, when she was saying in the school there are still kids calling people from African background with the N-words. I can tell you, when I was a high school student, I've been called Qacc before. So I think, of course, that was 30 years ago. But I think with time move on, people start to understand each other. We improve on our understanding of different cultures and accepting, the differences we have. But also, I must say, I understand as a migrant, you actually, when you first arrive in here, you question your identity because you just came from an old culture into a new culture. But the most awkward thing was you also question about your future because you are adapting to a new culture, a new society, which you are not familiar with. But can I tell you something? This African Youth Center here, I hope it is just a beginning for you. Because since I came here 30 years ago, I was in the same position as you are today. We had to ask for help from friends, from communities, from political leaders. But that's why I put up my hand to run for a political office 11 years ago, because I believe we are all Australian. We can all contribute to this great country. We are part of this country. This is a multicultural country. No matter where you come from, no matter when you came from, we are one, and we should be proud of that. So I hope this is just a beginning for the African community. I always tell people I have a dream. I hope one day I'll have a council colleague sitting next to me from African community and other cultures. And I'm sure to our Minister Leonard and also Opposition Leader David Crispally and also my council colleague Councillor Gerard Cassidy, we all agree that we need more representation from different cultures in our politics, because by then you don't have to asking for our helps. You will be there voicing your voice, and you actually share your culture in the political decision-making process. And I think that's the most important thing for a migrant country. So I like to take this opportunity just to share my thoughts with you, because I've been through this. It took the Chinese community 30 years to come to where we are now, and I hope you can have a shortcut, take shorter time, and I hope this youth center is the beginning. So I hope we see the young mentors today, young leaders today. I hope one day we'll be sitting in the council, in the parliament together, and I think that's what Australia is about. This is such a beautiful multicultural country, and of course I understand you've gone through some challenges, but believe me, the better future is ahead of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Shesheni Gaga.
Thank you, Councillor Hong. We are going to quickly move forward because we're running a bit out of time. Unfortunately, we won't be able to listen to all the youth mentors present on their experiences and their journey with AYSC, but we will have the Omaran group if they're ready. If they're ready, we'll have the Omaran group get ready for their performance. And while we do that, we're going to have Neni, quickly give us a presentation on what you've been up to. Keep it short as we are waiting for the Omaran group to present their traditional dance.
Thank you, Belle. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to first greet you all in the name of Jesus. My name is Neni Broby, and I am the youth mentor based in Northside. I run programs in school and also in the juvenile detention center. Today, I would like to share my experience running school suspension programs and supporting a young person in the juvenile detention center. Before commencing support, the young person presented significant risk behaviors to self and others, including a disregard to rules and regulations and non-compliance behaviors, extreme aggression and violent behaviors towards staff and fellow peers, suicide risk, self-harm threats to self and others. Subsequent to years of exhausting and what felt like a never-ending cycle of attempts, BYDC referred to AYSC for support. Beginning October 2021, AYSC staff worked in close collaboration with the youth workers and caseworkers in BYDC to produce a strategic plan specific to the needs of the young person. AYSC staff commence one-on-one intensive support for the young person on Monday and Wednesday every week, 6 hours a day. Since then, the young person displayed significant positive positive behavioral changes. BYDC staff notice a reduction in concerning behavioral episodes towards self and others, stating it has made a significant difference having you here to support us. Furthermore, the young person ensured to reach out to the mentors almost 5 times a day for further support outside of those hours. This demonstrates the value in the support given to the connection developed over time. I can happily tell you today she has now been released into the community and works closely with us each week so that we can get her state of life back on track. Might I mention, the support we offer is not limited to the young person, but extends right through to their family. We believe support is not complete for a young person unless it tackles all other factors in their environment, including the family dynamic at home. We are fortunate enough to now have this amazing facility to aid us more greatly in the support that we provide. When a young person is released, we can provide them with support both after school and during the school holidays or during the suspension period through our school suspension program. We liaise with schools to refer students who have been suspended to AYSC's programs so we can engage and support them during the suspension period. This minimizes potential risk for further disengagement, as they may choose to just play games and hang out with the wrong crowd. We work closely with those suspended students to assist in addressing the issues that led to them being suspended in the first place, and help them with their schoolwork as well. We believe it is essential for students to remain engaged instead of simply staying at home in this period, and we make sure they are referred to us by their enrolled school. We look forward to supporting many other young people through our programs in the future and hearing many other success stories like this one. Thank you for listening.